everyone, in this tutorial we are going to model the Puss in Boots last wish, the death's Sickles. And before we start, go to the edit and preferences to enable the loop tools add-on, which we are going to use during this tutorial. Just search for loop tools and you will find it here. First thing we need to do is to just delete everything, and also you can right click and make two windows, which we are going to use the second one for the references, and change it to the image editor and click on open to import our references. I've put the links in the description so you can download all these references for the tutorial. And first of all, let's import this one. Right. And also in the 3D tab in the object mode, let's import image as reference. This one. And press Alt R to reset the rotation. And also RX 90 degrees, and just move it a bit back. And also you can turn on the opacity and kind of lower it. Okay, let's move it over here so we can use it. You can also rotate it to make it a bit easier to use. Okay. First of all, let's add a plane, and then we're just gonna delete everything, just one vertex left here. And then let's add a modifier which is called mirror, and put it on the y-axis, and also enable clipping. Okay, first of all, let's start matching the reference. Let's put it over here and press E to extrude. Just try to match the reference. After you did it, just move it to on the y-axis, and yeah, it's just gonna stop here. The next thing we have to do is to just right click on it, and also loop tools that we just enabled, and press on space to kind of make it clean, and extrude one of the vertexes like this one. Oh, as you can see, we cannot move it to on the y-axis because we haven't disabled the clipping. Disable it once and you can move it on the y-axis, and then enable it again. Okay, and then start matching this kind of edge part. Alright, and also this part as well. Okay. Then also select these ones with holding Control. You can select like this, and just right click, loop tools, space, and move it a bit like somewhere over here. Alright, and also the last part that we are gonna model is this part. Okay, just you can easily extrude this one as well and just move it on the y-axis like this. Okay, and when you're done with that, you can like change some stuff to make sure that it is matching the picture. For example, like this. And also don't forget to press space on this one as well, which would, you know, make it clean. Okay, and the next thing is that we are gonna kind of, as you can see, it looks kind of weird here on the x-axis, on the, yeah, and select all these, and yeah, like select this one to be the active vertex, and just go over here and select the active element, which if I like rotate it, it's gonna rotate on the active vertex. Okay, and rotate it on the z-axis and kind of make it look like this. So it's gonna be kind of sharp. Also rotate it on the x-axis. I guess we're done with this part. You can also add a subdivision modifier, which we are gonna add later, not now, not for now. Okay. Next thing we have to do is to just import some other references. Import some other ones, like this one, and also, let me see, this one as well. Let's use this one as well. Okay. Yeah, the next thing we are gonna do is probably move this vertex to here and extrude it and match it with the reference. Move it over here. Okay. The next thing we are gonna do is press extrude on this one, and the previous one we have to disable clipping to move this here, and then you can enable it again. And move it over here. As you can see, it has a kind of triangle shape here, so we're just trying to make that part. And move it over here, something like this. Okay. And we can probably press F on this one to, you know, connect them. Okay, the next thing we're gonna do is that we are gonna, let's go with this part, extrude here, and then like connect these two vertices with pressing F, and also using Control. Select all these ones and also make sure that this one is the active vertex, and press SX to scale them on the x-axis to kind of make it look like this, and also move these ones over here. Alright. The next thing that we are gonna do is to just look at the reference, which I think it is kind of matching. Make sure there's the active one and RZ to kind of make it look like this. Alright, and you can extrude it on the... No, let's not do that one now. And let's just extrude this one, which we just created over here. Something like this. And press F on these ones. And let's also connect these ones as well. And it's the time to kind of fill the faces. Okay, select these two edges, press F, and you can also press F several times to kind of do the same thing, or you can select them one by one, but you know, yeah. Press F on these ones as well. And at the last, yeah, just press F. And select these ones, these three vertexes, and press F as well. You fill in the edges. Let's select these ones for now, yeah. So select these vertexes as well. Alright. The next thing we're gonna do, press 2 to kind of select the edges. If you press 2, you can select the edges. 1 is the vertexes, or you can also select them from here as well. Select the edge and press Ctrl B to kind of bevel them. Go to the y-axis and just kind of match them here. Alright. You can also move this one a bit. By pressing GG, you can move the vertex on the edge. So move it over here. And what we are gonna do right now is that we are gonna apply the mirror modifier. And then we are gonna press Ctrl B on this edge and kinda do this one. Which wasn't really good, I guess. Let's move it over here. This one over here as well. Select the edge again. This one. And press Ctrl B. Which looks pretty good, I guess. Alright. Then select all the ones on the other side. Make sure the bevel is not odd. Like, come to here and select 8, for example. You can adjust it over here. Alright, let's go on the z-axis and delete everything on the other side. But not this one, the one on the x-axis. Just the ones on the other side. Delete them all. And then add the mirror modifier again. On the y-axis, enable clipping. Alright, now that we have this, we are gonna select all these ones, press C to kind of select like this. And after you selected them, just move them over here. For example, let's select these ones first, and then move them here. And then these ones, and move them here. We have some problems here, but I guess we can solve it by just select these ones and just press J to join them, which I guess worked. If you press GG and then C, you can move wherever you want the vertexes on the edge. Okay. Now we can also press, make sure that this one is the active one and scale them on the y-axis if you don't like the size. Now we are gonna model the handle part. And press Shift A and add a cylinder on the mesh cylinder. Yeah, no, not the cylinder one. Let's add a circle. With 32 is enough, I guess. Press S to scale it. We are not gonna use a mirror this time. Move it over here and rotate it. Just press R, or you can press RY like this if you want. Move it here and rotate it. Just to match the kind of reference. Scale it. And then extrude probably. Just move it somewhere like this. Right. Press F to fill this part, then press Ctrl B. It's gonna make it look like this. Then about this part, let's move it a bit up, which is I guess good enough. You can press also shade smooth for this part because we are done with this. I guess that's a bit small, so we are gonna scale it. As you can see here, it is kind of filling the whole gap. And let's scale it, yeah. And then select this one and select all the vertexes here. And I guess we should move them a bit here. I guess it looks good. Select this one, these ones, let's say, and move them here. Okay. You can also select these ones and RZ 90 degrees. And now what happened? Okay, no, it didn't work. Let's delete them and just add another circle in the edit mode, not on the object mode. The edit mode. Scale it down, RX 90 degrees. Scale it down and yep. Put it here. Just easily extrude it over here and yeah. Then you can just duplicate it, which would go, and press once more, right click shade smooth to enable it to them as well. I guess it's good for now. Okay. Add a loop cut here. Press Shift D to duplicate it and press P to separate it. And also you can come back to the model, this model, and just select these ones with edge select. If you hold Alt, you can select the whole edge, and then right click. No, press X and dissolve edge. Yeah, and then select this one, the one that we just made. And add a subdivision modifier. We are gonna need it for this. Just level 1 is enough. Okay. Extrude it over here, scale it. Move it here, kinda. And then we can also extrude it. Don't move it anywhere, just scale it. And then extrude it once more to somewhere here. I don't know. Like, the reference is kinda here, I guess. Alright. And let's look at the references. As you can see, there is something like this at the end of the, what do you call it, the handle. Let me find a good reference for it. No, let's import one more. Yeah, this one. Here, as you can see, there is one thing at the end of this handle. So we are gonna just make this one easily. Extrude it and scale it up. Extrude it once more and press F on it. And then you can just easily press I. Just gonna make it like this. And also on this part, select all these edges and press Ctrl B. With, I guess, yeah, level 3 is enough. And select all these ones, the faces, press I again, which is gonna make it look like this. You can also select all these ones again, because I don't really like the scale of it. Select all these ones. You can press on this kind of button to hide the modifier, and now you can just easily scale it down. Let's deselect these ones, the vertex, vertices, and scale them. Alright. I guess we are almost done with this. Just press Ctrl R to add more edge, loop cut. Then select these ones as well. Scale them up, and yeah. Scale them once more on this axis. Yeah, scale them down to kind of hide. It's just gonna make something like this. You can also press Ctrl B on this part. Let's not do that. Let's press Control. Let's press I on this part to kind of make it like this. Okay, the next thing we are gonna do, just move it over here. Make it a bit, yeah. And also, let's select these ones. I mean, this part. And scale them down. Yes. And also, let's add some more loop cuts. The other reference, let me see. Let's see, where is it? Okay, as you can see, there are some kind of lines on it, so we are gonna just make them. Press some random Control R. And yeah, move them. For example, like this. Scale them. Control B to kind of, yeah, make something like this. But with 4. Something like this is better. Let's make 2. I guess 2 is enough for now. And press I on these ones. And press Alt S to make something like this. But before we do that, press I once again, I, and then press Alt S to make something like this. And if it is big, which is actually, just select these ones and move them over here, which is gonna look better, I guess. Yeah. And if you don't like the angle, you can just select them all, move it, scale them down. Alright, about the other ones, let's do the same thing. Okay, and once you're done with that, just press shade smooth, and yeah, that's it. And about this part, which is really important, let's add a modifier, subdivision modifier, and yeah, the level is gonna be 1. Let's fix all these ones. Okay. Right. Let's start with these ones. Press Ctrl R to add a loop cut. Press E or R to kind of, no, not R. Control R, E, or F, yeah. If you press E, it's gonna match the lower edge. If you press F, it's gonna match the higher one, like this one. But we are gonna go with E because we wanna make sure that it's the closest to this part, which gonna, yeah, make it look sharp, which is what we want. Select this one and this one as well, join them, and do the same thing with this one. Press Ctrl R, E, yes, E is the correct one, and then select, let me hide the subdivision modifier. This one is a bit too close. Let me move it here. Select this one and join them. Oh, join them. Alright. Okay, about this part. As you can see, it is kind of messy, so we should kind of clean it up. Press K to add vertices like this. And move it here and here. And then here. And just press enter to kind of, yeah, apply it. And press M at last. It's gonna make sure that the active one is this one. So select all these ones and M at last, which is what we exactly want. Move it over here so it is not clipping anymore. So you can join these ones as well to keep them kind of in a, you know, a square thing, which is better in 3D modeling. Also makes it easier to do. And enable subdivision to see how it looks like. Okay, this one, press Ctrl R and add a loop cut over here. Guess this part is a bit too small, so we are gonna select all these and we are gonna move them over here. And select all these ones with using Alt. These ones as well, Shift Alt. But not select, yeah, let's select these ones as well because we are gonna need them also. But deselect this one by holding down Control. Press Control B. We want a sharp edge like this. Let's press Control B once more, and with level 3, because it's good enough. And it's a bit bad. Let's select all these ones that are here. Let's hide these because they're kind of distracting. Hide, yeah. Press C. Select all these ones. control to deselect that one, and also make sure that it is active element, and select this one, and then kinda you can SY, which would make it like this. You can also select these ones to kind of clean it up. Alt H to bring back everything. And alright, now we have to solve this part, which looks terrible. Okay, select all these ones. This one, and hide the subdivision modifier. And also let's just press K to add loop cuts, and yeah, do this thing. Will really help. Alright, this is the edge, yeah. And the next thing we have to do is let's just add this one, and then this one. Let's hide it. Let's see how it looks like. I guess it's kind of good. Let's add a control. Let's press Control R and add this vertex on the edge, and delete it because we don't want something like that. Select all these vertices and press F. Now that we have done that part, just select all these ones, press Ctrl B, level 3, yeah. You can also adjust them with this, like 3 or 2. And the only part that is left is this one. Let's press Ctrl R and yeah, add a loop cut. Press F to match it. And I guess we are done. And also, unfortunately, we have done something wrong here. Select this one, and select this one as well. Press SY, and that's it. You can press also right click and shade smooth this one. But there's a problem over here, and it is because that there are several vertices here that doesn't let this part to be a square. So we are gonna select all these 3. We are gonna center. Okay, it didn't fix either. It is because of this one, I guess. Let me see if it fixes. You can also, I guess we can solve it like this. Let me see. Okay, let's select these ones and move them over here. Okay, and then we can press Control B, I guess. No, let's not do that. Let's select all these ones with face select. Just press 3 to enable it, and just press Control B. Also select this one. No, not Control B, press I. And I guess it kind of looks good enough. But you can also still fix it by yourself. Select these ones. GG. No. Let's active this one and press SY. And now we can press right click and yeah, shade smooth. And we are gonna unwrap and texture this and procreate in the next episode.